Hi, this is Esther from Ravi Star Jewelry. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm going to be doing a really fun, kind of quick tutorial, Basic 101, how to make beaded earrings like these beautiful Amazonite bead ones, so that you can learn that it's not that hard to do, and with practice, you can make as many as you like. This is my new friend Squishy Cat. He's here to keep Lucky Cat company. And that being said, let me go over what we need for this tutorial. So these are about 6mm to 8mm beads. It's very important that the hole is small enough that it's going to stay on the pin. So these are flathead pins for jewelry making. They're 2 inches. These are French ear hooks or ear wires, and they are gold plated, most likely stainless steel. And then I'm going to need some pliers. So yay! This is going to be a good one. And so the first thing you do is you take your pin, like I said, very important, make sure that the hole on the bead is small enough so it stays. And if that's not the case, what you do is you look for a spacer bead that has a smaller hole, like a little bead like that. Whoa. A lot of beads flying around this house. So you just basically put the beads on. I've selected 4 beads for each side. I think that it looks good on this one, so it should look good in gold as well. And it literally is this simple. You've got to make sure to hold on to the wire as you bead. Okay. And then you go ahead and you make, sorry, ow, okay. So you can use a plier to make the 90 degree turn, or you can use your hands if you're comfortable. Some wires are gonna be, sorry, I'm left-handed. Some wires are gonna be too difficult to do that with. So when I look at the wire, I go third, a third, a third, because you're making a circle, and that's how I estimate, you know, where on the round-nosed plier to get started. And so sometimes you overestimate, sometimes you underestimate. I'm not thrilled with the way this is looking, so I'm actually going to use this one that has the opportunity to make a larger loop. And so this is called a one-stop. It's not necessarily one stop, but it'll do the job. And so sometimes you need a combination of the round head plier and a looper. But of course you can do all this with a round head. This is a small round head plier, so to avoid this, you just get a larger one. And here we go. So you've got the loop, make sure that it's completely closed, like so, and then you go ahead and you get your ear wire, your fish hook. And the way that I like to do it is point the direction that goes into your ear up and then push back. I'm left-handed, keep that in mind. You might want to push forward or have it facing down. It's the same concept, but I like doing it this way because the part that's going to be on the front visible, now it doesn't necessarily apply to something round, but if something's one-sided, so when you do it like this, you know that the part that's facing down is going to be facing the front for the earring, so it goes in the right direction. And so if you don't do that, you have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. So now we're going to close this up and we're going to make a sister. So I'm having a little trouble because I'm looking off camera. And so then it's important for this to be completely closed, but to not force the bead to go down. And there we go, that's number 1. So what's gonna happen sometimes is, more often than not, you're gonna have to adjust the wire a little bit. And I do it with my hands. You can also use probably a plier to do the same thing. So here we go. Here's a pair of earrings. Here's earring number 1. Sorry, Squishy. And there we go. Okay, so now we're gonna go to sister earring number 2. I love these Amazonite beads. I got them on Temu. You can get my affiliate link in my post. Just look for the one that has Temu, or send me a message and I'll hook you up with that. It's a great place to get great deals on jewelry making supplies for fashion jewelry. And I noticed too they also have real pearls, so that's great. And so I love these beads. They remind me, of course, of the ocean. However, they are also in the fall color palette. So this is actually a great color if you're looking for a good color to bring you from summer into fall. so this works for both. And so I'm going to go ahead and do the 90-degree angle, or as close as possible, a 90-degree angle. I feel like I want to make a bigger loop this time, so I'm going to go with this one first and then see if it's too much. Ooh, sorry, I've got a little rotator cuff injury. Okay, and then let's keep going. And then so I like the direction it's going, but it needs to be closed better, so I'm using a smaller one. And so it just takes practice. I've been doing this for about 1.5 years, and so it is a little bit more seamless once you get to this point. But I started out having a lot of trouble breaking wires and stuff like that. And you know, jewelry making supplies are affordable and they're relatively small, so it's low waste, you know. And that's another cool thing about DIY jewelry. And so then you go ahead and you put the loop into the connector, the fish hooks loop, and then you close that up. Pardon the jerkiness, I do have a little rotator cuff injury, or it's been raining and I'm all swollen, but I got it done, see? So important, the ball should be facing up and not falling through, and we're done. And so now these are now available in both gold tone and silver tone. I might need to do a little bit of evening out. The reason being these are natural gemstones, so it might, like you see now, it looks a little bit asymmetric. It's unlikely it'll make a difference when you're wearing them, but just to be on the safe side, I might play with this wire a little bit. And there we go. We've got 2 pairs of beautiful Amazonite earrings. I hope you found this basic tutorial very easy to understand. Just to go over again what you're going to need. You need 2 jewelry making pins that are I prefer 2 inches, and these are flathead. You need beads that are not going to go through and fall off, and if they are going to go through and fall off, you use a smaller bead or a bead with a smaller hole to use as a spacer. And then you're going to need pliers to do the work to get the loops closed and to shape the wire. And that's it. So now we get to play with Squishy for a little bit. I hope you've really enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it teaches you that most people can make jewelry if they want to. And that being said, please follow, like, share, subscribe, comment, tell your friends about Ravi Star Jewelry. Sales are really important for me, so anyone that makes a purchase, I will make sure to give you a free gift. Thanks so much for watching this DIY jewelry earring making tutorial with beautiful Amazonite beads, and I hope you have a lovely day. Take care.